Riverside High School, and what an amazing school it is. I thank all of you for being here. It is wonderful to see so many athletes signing, parents who have supported those no dark 30 mornings. I'm sure we can all share the same stories. It is wonderful to see teammates and classmates and friends, coaches that have coached you from when you were this big, that may still be coaching you now. It is truly a community event when students move from high school to college and move from competing at the high school level to competing at the collegiate level. And it is really an amazing honor for everybody. So first of all, I would like to say to parents, because I am one, you've done an amazing job. And students on the front row signing, please turn around and applaud your parents, because they are the reason you are here. Make sure that if there are any siblings here, you were not left out of the mix. You were part of the support. So when you were this big and you were in a gym all day, it was in support of your sibling making it to the next level now. And perhaps that's in your future if that's what you're looking for as well. To the friends who come out and support in bad weather and crazy times in the day and night, they do better when you're in the stands cheering. So thank you for supporting here and now. And to the teammates who really make it possible for everybody to be successful, thank you for your contribution. Coach Bonner has set up a wonderful morning for you, and I'm going to turn it over to her. I want to say to the student athletes, congratulations. You have come a long way. The next step is a big one. It's exciting and it's amazing. And I hope that you will persevere past that first year, which might have a few roadblocks and a little bit of frustration because you're not at the top of the heap anymore. You're dropping right back down to that freshman level and starting again. And you remember what that was like when you came to South Forsyth to begin with. So same thing in college, but keep grinding, keep working. If this is a goal and a passion of yours, don't give up on it when it gets hard, because the reward comes when you push through the hard. And you can absolutely do it, or you wouldn't be sitting on this row getting ready to sign. So congratulations to everyone involved, and thank you so much for showing up and showing out.
Excited for all of them and their coaches, their teammates, their parents, their family, and their friends who supported their endeavors. I do want to give your congratulations, Coach David's congratulations to each of you. He could not be here this morning as he is at the state swim meet at Georgia Tech, but he is very proud of each one of you and wanted to make sure that we shared that this morning. Just as we've done in previous signing days, we will go in order by sport. So each coach will come forward to recognize their respective players, and then the athletes will come up to sign their letter of intent. Family, at that time, we invite you to come forward for a picture as well. At the end, we will get a picture of all signees, and then open the floor for programs to celebrate individual athletes at that time. Without further ado, I would like to pass the microphone to our head baseball coach, Russ Baker.
Thank you, Bailey. It was just a couple months ago we were up here for our initial signing ceremony and had the opportunity to celebrate one of our seniors moving on to Columbia, Mr. Baylor Hicks. And now we fast forward a couple months, and the baseball program is blessed to celebrate that we have 3 more young men moving on to sign their national letters of intent to go on and play college baseball. All 3 young men I'm going to talk a little bit about. We'll discuss one player, bring him up, do his signing, and we'll do the next 2 players as well in no particular order. I told them I'd make a little bit of a surprise for them. The first young man I wanted to tell a little bit of a story about. He was a bit of a different path in regards to the program than the other 2 young men. Didn't necessarily grow up in the state of Georgia or play baseball in the community like the other 2 young men did. Matter of fact, he kind of fell into our laps indirectly. So the story kind of goes like this. Last fall, late October, early November. I'm on my planning period at the end of the school day, 7th period, going down to the baseball field, getting ready to set some things up for some 4-on-1s, and there's this kid just in the bleachers, looking at the field, 7th period. And I'm saying to myself, probably shouldn't be out there. I'm not necessarily who he is, didn't recognize him. So I go up to him and I address him. I'm like, excuse me, son, can I help you out? And he goes, yes, sir, I actually just moved here and was hoping to end up playing baseball at South. And that kid actually ended up being the first player that we talk about is Yash Jain. Didn't know anything about him, wasn't necessarily sure if he was a really good player or if I needed to kind of get him away from the facility quickly, if he was not the greatest player there was. Lo and behold, we kind of plug him in, get to know him, and he becomes an instant impact for our program. Ends up becoming an all-region pitcher last year, really got embodied into the school and the environment, the community, had a tremendous spring, had a great summer, leading into a great fall. Next thing you know, he's starting to garner multiple offers and ends up committing to play college baseball next year at St. Pete's in New Jersey, which is a mid-major Division I. For a young man who showed up at first that we had no idea if he played baseball, could play baseball, or really even belonged around the facility, he certainly turned around, proved me wrong with his leadership, his personality, and ability to play the game. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the Jain family, and Yash is going to sign his letter of intent to St. Pete's.
My name is Yash Jain. I'm going to St. Peter's University next year to play baseball.
This next young man took a little bit more of a traditional approach coming through the program, growing through the program and kind of developing his skills with the hard work and dedication, but also another bit of a funny story. Didn't know who he was, hadn't come to our camp in middle school like a lot of the players have, so usually when freshmen come in, we know them, we know their name, we have a pretty good feel of the vast majority of the boys. And he had just moved into the community. They had stuck him in one of my classes, and it was probably the better part of the first 8 months of his freshman year. I didn't know if he had teeth. And the reason I say that is he had never spoke, he had never smiled, he had never really done anything, so in terms of social aspects. So wintertime rolls around, he goes through off-season conditioning, comes out in the spring, and the coaching staff didn't really know what to expect. Leaner, tall kid, definitely seemed athletic, worked hard, but we just didn't really know in terms of personality. Spring baseball rolls around and we look at him like, man, this is a really athletic young man. And he actually was more of an impact player for us as an underclassman, as an outfielder. His first taste of playing varsity baseball was as an outfielder. Mother Nature continues to kick in, he continues to grow and develop, keeps getting taller, taller, taller. Now he's about 6'4", starts to fill into his frame. Arm strength comes, and he's actually really, really young for his grade. He could probably be a junior. Summer hits, and all of a sudden starts turning a lot of heads. Coming into the fall season, same thing holds true. School starts showing interest, and he's a young man who I really believe is only starting to hit the tip of the iceberg of what his body is capable of. The young man that I'm speaking of is Michael Syme, and he's committed to play college baseball next year at Chat State. Where he's going to continue to go and grow with his physical development is going to be super exciting. Can't wait to see where he's going to be. I think as he goes throughout the spring, he's only going to continue to get better as he develops. Mr. Michael Syme.
Michael Syme. I'm going to Chad State next year to play baseball.
This next young man has definitely taken a lot more of a traditional approach. I could say, truthfully, a lot more of an emotional connection with him. Turning back the clock and embarrass him a little bit, but a lot of the kids in the stands are going to know and understand. He was one of the OGs riding elementary school buses with my kids, going back to the Dolphin Cove at Dave's Creek, knowing the mischief and everything else that they were getting into, watching him grow up with my two boys, and then going through into middle school basketball, football, watching him develop and grow in baseball. And when he came to South as a freshman, had immediate impact. You seniors know you guys had to go through COVID, and we lost the vast majority of that spring baseball season, but it didn't take long for him. About 5 games into his freshman year, he came up to varsity baseball, pitched for us, ended up working his way into the starting outfield, and has never looked back. He's been an all-conference, all-region player for every full season that he's had, preseason All-State multiple years, and it wasn't a matter of if he was going to sign with the college, it was going to be a matter of when and where. And watching him grow, watching him develop from a little Dave's Creek Dolphin, turning into the War Eagle he is, and soon enough he's going to be a West Florida Argonaut. Couldn't be prouder, couldn't be more excited about the future of outfielder, left-handed pitcher, Alex Urias. Urias family.
I am Alex Urias, and I will be playing baseball next year at the University of West Florida.
That today I get to give this speech, and it's also the National Girls and Women's Day in Sports. So a big round of applause to all the women athletes here. So this young lady I've had the privilege to work with for the past 3 years. Actually stepped away from coaching last year, but still very involved with her journey throughout South Forsyth. A special thanks to Greg Patterson, who helps to mold these kids through great strides and Gotta Run Kids through the youth program and gets them ready to compete here at the high school. So just kind of talking through the journey here, this young lady, she's hiding, has come through South with not really knowing what she was going to be capable of, and wound up really performing at the highest level. So just to speak for some of her accolades, she's gotten 2 for cross country, 2 individual region championships, 2 team, region, and area champion titles. Her state meet finishes were 1 second place, 2 to third place, and of course she was a state champion in her sophomore year, so that is the highest honor that you can get. State meet finishes, her lowest finish was 11th, and that's when she was a freshman, not really knowing what she could do and where she could go. So she finished her high school career ending with a 17:55 for any of you that are familiar with a 5K time, which is definitely in the top percentage in the nation. I think it's under 150 the last time I looked, so she's in the top 150 of everybody in the United States. Through track, I know she's really looking forward to her senior season. Last year she battled some injuries and some illnesses that didn't allow her to finish her season. So I know that she's really looking forward to getting there and doing what she can to maybe rope in another podium finish or state championship during this last finish that she has. So without further ado, Carmel Yonis. Every year we've always had somebody sign with the UGA, so I'm just excited to finally have somebody go to Tech.
My name is Carmel Yonis, and I'll be running cross country and track at Georgia Tech.
Yes, Tyler Simpson's next.
Guys, I'm Coach Morris, head football coach here at the South. Just want to say thank you to our administration for putting this on. Special thank you to Coach Bronner. It's always a special day that we get to do this. I'd like to say congratulations to just all the athletes that are signing today. What a huge day. Proud of you. You've worked really hard for this. Football-wise, we have 3 athletes, 3 young men that are going to sign. We have 2 that are going to sign on Friday. We have 1 that's going to sign today. This young man, Tyler Simpson, he was our kicker and our punter this year, so he did double duty. Just an extremely hard worker in the weight room, probably one of the strongest kickers I've ever coached. His work ethic is just incredible. All the camps that he's gone to, how he practices, how he goes about his business is just really impressive and just really a fine young man. I'm gonna have him come up, tell you where he's going, and thank whoever he would like to thank. So Tyler Simpson.
Hello everybody, thank you for coming out today. I really appreciate it. First I'd like to start with thanking my friends right here and my family. They've really been there since the start of my career and I couldn't thank them enough. Second, I'd like to, sorry I'm not talking to the mic good enough. I'd like to thank my teammates and my coaches for pushing me at this point in my life and encouraging me to play college ball. And without further ado, I'm excited to announce I will be continuing my academic and athletic career at Shore University. Go ahead.
My name is Tyler Simpson, and I will be continuing my football career at Shorter University.
thank you all for coming out to celebrate all the athletes who are signing. What was it? 10 years ago, I had signing day here at South. There's like 5 people there, so this is ridiculous. All you guys supporting your teammates, your fellow classmates, this is awesome. So thank you guys for coming out to support everyone who's signing today. We have 2 signees for the lacrosse team. We're going to start with Carter Peterson.
Yeah.
Then we're going to start with Christian McConnell. So I've only had the pleasure of knowing Christian for the past 2 years. When I was getting hired to come being in the DC last year for lacrosse, was told by everyone who's talked to me, Christian, he's the guy. Use your pull. He's going to be that next pull, the starting pull. He's going to lead your team to greatness. And then he was hurt right here. So I didn't really see him play besides 1 game. But as of right now, what I've seen in the summer, in the fall, in the spring right now, he's come up to every 6 o'clock speed and agility, every 6 o'clock weight training. He's here on Saturdays with me, getting better on the field, and his academics, they're amazing off the field. True example of what a role model should be at a high school level, and I can't wait to see what he'll become in the college level. Christian McConnell.
My name is Christian McConnell, and I will be playing college lacrosse at Rollins College next year.
All right, so the next lacrosse player who is signing today, Carter Peterson. Again, I've only known Carter for the past 2 years, but both these players, I wish I knew them a lot longer. Carter specifically, another role model on and off the field. He's literally teaching the offense that we're running when we don't have certain individuals out there helping out. He's staying after practice every single day, extra 30, 45 minutes until the lights force him off the field, going over what we need to get done. Can't put it in words how dedicated this player is to South Forsyth and his career in lacrosse. Again, another tremendous student in the classroom as well as on the field. Going to do great things in his future in playing lacrosse in college, and the rest of his college career is ahead of him. It's going to do great things.
Yeah.
My name is Carter Peterson, and I'll be playing lacrosse at Queen's University of Charlotte.
All right, guys, I'm here for boys soccer and to celebrate Dino as he signs with Memphis today. I can't say enough about this kid. Ever since I took over as head coach, he's been my go-to guy. He's been a captain for our team, and he's somebody I can always rely on. I'm going to sob when this kid graduates. I'm going to miss him dearly. He's started every game since his freshman year. There's no telling what school records he's going to break by the end of this season. And I'm super pumped for all that he's done, not only on the field, but as a leader for our program. He makes the players better around him. He challenges his teammates, he encourages them, and our program, when he leaves here, is going to be better because of him. Not only has he had a huge impact on our program, but he's done the same at his club soccer team. They were number 2 in the nation at nationals this past summer, and so I think that perfectly reflects who he is, not just here, but as a person and as a player outside of here. So I'm going to let Dino come up, say a little word, and then he's going to do his signing.
Go, Dino.
I just want to thank my family and friends, my teammates for all the support they've given. And I just want to thank my coaches, Coach Wagner, Coach Thomas, especially Coach Wagner over there. Without them, they pushed me to be the player I am today. And last but not least, I want to thank my mom and my dad. They've given the ultimate sacrifice, and I can't even begin to thank them for everything that they've done. Love you, Mom and Dad. Thank you guys so much.
My name is Dino Stavros. I'm committing to play soccer at University of Memphis next year.
Hey, let's go.
Hi, my name is Leanne Brooks, and I am the head softball coach here at South. Today, I have the pleasure of getting to recognize Charlotte Brooks for her commitment to go on and play at the collegiate level. Charlotte is one of those players that coaches love to have in their program. She might not be the loudest person that's out there, but once she steps onto the field, her attitude and her effort speak volumes of the kind of person that she is, the kind of athlete that she wants to be. And she just does an outstanding job of leading by example, and we don't always find that a lot of times, and it's such a joy to watch and to have been a part of watching her grow and develop into the young lady that she is and the athlete that she has become today. She, throughout her career, she has been one of those utility players where just about anywhere we put her on the field, she's been able to find success. Later in her high school career, she did find her home up the middle as our second baseman. And she's capable of making plays that a lot of other young ladies aren't going to be able to make in the state of Georgia. And she was able to save us numerous runs throughout this season. Throughout her career, she's helped us obtain 2 region championships, one her sophomore year back in 2020, and then again this past year in our fall season. Not only were we able to obtain region champions, but she also helped us obtain making it to the Final Four, which is the first time that we've done that in nearly 20 years. So it really was a special year for our softball program, and it's really exciting to get to celebrate these young ladies and all of our other athletes that are going on to play at the collegiate level, because so many play but not a lot move on. So it is a very exciting time. Throughout her career, she has been on the all-region academic team all 3 years. She's been on all-county, all-region honorable mention back in 2021, all-region second team, and all-county first team this past season for 2022. And like I said, she helped us obtain those region championships and making it to the Final Four. So it is my absolute honor to announce that Charlotte Brooks will be signing her letter of intent to play at Furman University.
My name is Charlotte Brooks, and I'll be playing softball next year at Furman University.
Colin, go over.
Hi, I'm Josh Stephen. I'm the head wrestling coach. I'm here to announce the signing of Cole Williams. You know, and that's really difficult being a two-sport athlete and being instrumental in both. Cole's been with me since 8th grade, where 8th graders can wrestle JV, 4-year starter. And that's difficult when you're a big guy, you know, in upper weights as a younger guy in his 9th and 10th grade years. But he's been very consistent throughout and growing each year, whether it's skill-wise, leadership-wise, or whatever. And placed 5th in the state as a sophomore, 3rd in the state last year, although he's by far the best one. And we have region coming up this Saturday, so to Denmark, so if you want to come support the team, man. Cole, we got that going on. And then 2 weeks later at state, when hopefully he's winning a state title. So Cole, come on up.
Yeah, Cole.
He's shy about talking. He's signed up for Ohio Northern, which is like 13 in Division III, so it's a really good school to go to.
My name is Cole Williams. I will be committing to wrestle at Ohio Northern University.
Here's Cole.